Hello everyone and welcome back. Meat Department here. I'm so glad you could join me for another video today. So, this video is a follow-up to my Winterblade versus Lighthunter video, which just came out within the last week or so after the channel hit 1,000 subs. In that video, I showed you 3 split screens using different setups, ultimately coming to the conclusion that my pro setup, which is main hand Winterblade and offhand Lighthunter with enchant levels tweaked a certain way, gives you about 5% more gains in experience. Plus the additional benefit that you could add a cost or return on investment of your own to, whatever it's worth to you. More swings equal more pet leveling as well. So you're not only getting more bulk experience, you're getting those precious pet levels. Many more pet levels. I'm talking like 6,000 more pet levels over 24-hour period. It's a lot of pet levels and that adds up. Your pets are going to level quicker, you're going to have more long-term progress, as well as that short-term just experience gain. So I want to revisit it. I've had a lot of discussion and questions about it over the past week again, so I need to revisit it. Now that video, I'll try to link a card up here or somewhere over here, somewhere I could link right to that video. We'll have it at the end of this as well for you to click on. It just came out the last week, Lighthunter versus Winterblade. Check it out. It's really cool split screen. You could see live 10 minutes of the characters swinging side by side, and in the end you see that my pro setup has a 5%, roughly a 5 or 6% improvement in experience from the dual kings. So let's explain that just real briefly here. How the pro setup works. This is a very critical part, again, like I said before in a previous video, that if you cannot monitor and really tweak the enchant levels how they need consistently every 6-8 hours or so, come in and make sure things are equalized how they should be, then this may not be the best method for you. But again, this is the min-max pro method, the pro setup that I use, and I know there are some others out there that also follow the same theory. Again, this is to min-max and really just squeeze out the most out of your character to make the most progress in the shortest amount of time. And I've been doing this for months and months and months. I've been doing this for months, and it has worked. I have escalated very rapidly. So it's very simple. You have, going on screen here, I'll open up the bags. The setup is this. Your Winterblade of Shadows is going to be in your main hand, and that is because it has a fast attacks per second. The little stopwatch down here. 1.9 attacks per second, 1.9 swings are per second. So that's a lot, 1.9. The Lighthunter has 1.5, so it's got less attacks, less swings per second. So it swings less, but it has a meteor XP. So the trick here is, you notice the enchant level of my Winterblade is 43,000. The Lighthunter is double that, 86,000. So you always want your main hand Winterblade to be half as enchanted as your Lighthunter Blade of Kings. If you do not keep up that principle within a reasonable amount of time, 8-9 hours, come back, revisit it, fine tune it up as close as you can, then this may not give you the most optimum output. That is critical. That is the critical part of this, is to keep that balance going. So that's it. The comparison to that will be using 2, and yes, I did enchant extra Lighthunters solely to show you this in the long term. 2 level 64.5 thousand Lighthunters if you dual wield these. Why did I do 64.5 thousand? Because I need the grand total to be the same for all of them, the enchant levels invested, which is 129,000 enchant levels. So 64,500 times 2 is 129,000. 86,000 plus 43,000 is 129,000. You see how that works? We are talking allocation and budget of enchant levels. It is very important for proper controls and testing and theory that those remain constant and exact, so that you could prove the numbers actually have meaning behind them. So those are the comparisons. Again, the pro setup is Winterblade main hand, Lighthunter offhand, with the enchant levels tweaked, that the Lighthunter's enchant levels are twice as high as the main hand Winterblades. The comparison, the standard that most people use and swear upon, and it's completely fine to use, it works actually quite well, is just keeping your Lighthunters enchanted the same enchant level. Dual wield them, keep them the same, bring them up together, and you're good to go. Again, for testing, the total has to equal 129,000 for both setups for this to be accurate. So that's what I did here. As far as the skin goes, well, right now at level 78.8 million, my Beck is at 60,000 enchant. Level 60,000. Honestly, it doesn't matter what level my skin is, because it's going to remain the same level for both tests anyways, and it did remain the same level for both tests. So that's really just a control in itself. So now that we got that more explained, hopefully that makes sense. We'll go ahead and give some swings shortly, but first I do want to bring up here, just to show you some of the math and actual data and proof behind it. So when I originally did the video a week ago, we were at a lower level. We started at level like 6,000, just ran it for 10 minutes. Well, the outcome of that was 5-6%. More powerful was the pro setup. Doing these trials, I did one at level 34.1 million, and I just did the math now at almost level 79 million. As you just saw, I'm 78.8 million as we speak. So this is the data. It's right here. When I was 34.1 million, I brought everything together, took down the data, ran the math. Here it is. Up here on the top, you'll see level 34 million. I had a level 50,000 Lighthunter and a 25,000 Winterblade. This is the pro setup. I then took what the XP gains from those were at that exact time. I added them together to get the total experience per swing using the pro setup. I did the same for the dual kings right here. They were both level 37.5 thousand because the total had to be 75,000 budget to be equal. And just so you know, Beck at that time was 30,000. Again, doesn't matter what level Beck was because it would have been the same for both, therefore having no impact. And just so everyone can see here, I also made a row, what is the experience difference? And that is the experience difference. So the raw experience that you see and think and feel is that much. 273 billion is the difference. And that does seem like a lot, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So let's move over to the next column, attacks per second. I counted for the main hand attacks per second. Winterblade is 1.9, Lighthunter 1.5. Great. Why do I want that? Because I need to now calculate the swings per minute. So we take 1.9 times 60, because there's 60 seconds in a minute. 1.9 attacks per second times 60 seconds. And the pro combo gives you 114 swings a minute. Do the same thing for the dual kings and you get 90. So this is where now the math takes place. How much experience will I get per minute now? Well, simple. Multiply however many swings per minute times the total XP you get per swing. And you get your total, which is right here. We go down the line again. Now that we know how much experience we're getting in a minute, we could calculate easily how much per hour by timesing the amount you get per minute times 60. And lastly, over a course of 24 hours if you were to keep up on this. The final right here. So the outcome is pro setup in theory gives you more experience just straight up. It's right there in the numbers. How much more does it give you? Well, it gives you over 5.5% stronger than the king setup. So this number is the king setup outcome divided by the pro setup outcome. So the king setup is 94.45% as effective as my pro setup. That's shown in green. You see it's more experience. More experience per minute, more experience per hour, and over 24 hours. And that was when I did this test again at 34 million. I did the test, did the math. Well, I just now plugged in the numbers at where my character stands right now, following the same exact things. It shows the level weapons in 86,000 Lighthunter, 43,000 Winterblade, and 264.5 thousand Lighthunters to equal 129,000 enchanted levels total. We have a level 60,000 Beck this time, which again doesn't matter. I just wanted to increase my Beck because I like getting experience, right? Experience is good. And the XP difference is even more significant now. Look at this. 1 trillion. Over 1 trillion. So you could see how you think when you have 2 Lighthunters. How can having a Winterblade be as effective when I see the numbers so big? The math is right here. I don't know what else to say. We did the same math. Swings per minute for both of them. Whoops, I messed that up. There we go. Swings per minute. Took the swings, times it by the experience you'll get per swing. Followed that across the board. Both ways. See? And look at this. 45 million levels later. This is a deep grind. Very deep grind. Right? I'm at a level right now in the top 10 on the leaderboard once again. So we're talking, this is the, what, 1% of the player base will even be in this situation to begin with. Which means everything that was tested before this point forward applies to basically 99% of you out there playing Giant Simulator. Until you get on top 10 of the leaderboard, that high level, and you have enchanted stuff that's this high of a level anyways, this wouldn't even affect you. At the lower level, the Winterblade Lighthunter would be your go-to. But this is just to show you that down the line, when you're doing deep grinds and you're high level, here's the math. It's the exact same percentage-wise. It is the exact same percentage-wise. 94.45%. 94.45%. So, the Pro Combo Winterblade Lighthunter still is the top dog. I don't know what else to say. I wanted to do the deep dive, long grind to keep the static information and to be able to present it so that you can see for yourself and make your decision. So here it is. Feel free to rewind back, look at the numbers. We have a 34 when I was level 34 million tab, and when I was level 79 million. We got all the numbers right here just to show that compared back to the first video a week ago when I did the little 10-minute side-by-side, the percentage has stayed the same the entire way. It does move along and grow with you. That is just the way it works with this setup, even though it may feel like you're actually growing farther apart because the Winterblade doesn't have that initial experience gain. I'm telling you, those attacks per second, they hold a lot more weight than you think. 114 swings compared to 90 is huge. So let's switch back to Roblox screen over here. All right, here we are. Oh, I just did a swing. And let's just go ahead and run this for, I don't know. Let's just write down a level here. Let's see. Let's get the pen. Let's just do the time. Let's just do it for, I don't know, 30 seconds. So we are at 7888945. That's the level we are at with the pro setup. Let me just go ahead and start the thing and do 30 seconds now. All right, and let's just see what the level ends up after 30 seconds. And we'll do this again with the Dual Kings. We'll just do a 30-second quick run. Let's see. Yeah, make sure to stop this exactly at 30 seconds. Got a little timer going over here. Ta-da. Let's see. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, stop. All right. 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Now let's put on the kings. And we'll do the same thing. Let's go ahead and make sure they're both beautiful. Both the same level to start. 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 30 seconds. And go. All right. And then we'll just do a quick little math and see where we stand. Just to give a little live test here to the swinging. There he is, just so you can see. We're getting, let's see, about 10, 11 seconds away. And stop. All right. 7, 8, 9, 0, 8, 0, 8, 8. Okay. So let's see here. Let's pop up the Excel sheet again. Let's just go into the tab, a random tab. Type in the numbers 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 4, 9, 5, 7. Okay, that was the starting number. 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 3, 4, 5 was the level we got with the Pro setup. And then from there, we were there when we started. We ended up with 789 08 088 with kings, dual kings. Let's put that down. Kings. So we want to take this minus this. That's how much we got there. We want to take this minus this. That's how much we got there. So as you see, the Pro setup, we got 9,850 levels in that 30-second test. We ran this immediately after that. The kings, dual kings, got 8,743. So what does that equal? It equals a difference of 1,107 levels only over 30 seconds. So if we take this times 2, that's 2,200 a minute. Take that, whoops, equals blink times 60. 132,000 a minute. 30 seconds, 1 minute, 1 hour. That's 1 hour, I mean 132,000 over the hour. So you see it's just going to continue to go on there. If we do blink times 24, you're cheating yourself out of 3.18 million levels a day. And that's just gonna get worse and worse and worse as time goes on. So yeah, that's it. Let's go back to Roblox here. We'll put back on our Pro setup that we've been using. No more investing into, well, maybe do some more tests, but there's no real need to. I wasted enough gold on that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you appreciate the video, the deep dive into Lighthunter versus Winterblade round 2. I really just wanted to show you the deep run testing with this. It's something that was on the head when I originally tested it. I didn't think there was a need for it because showing the 3 screens side by side, it really just shows you right there in a short little burst what it's like, and that does carry on away because the amount and percentages you get of experience gain, blah blah blah, that all goes along the way as well. You saw the numbers in the Excel sheet. The Pro setup remains superior not only in the short-term raw XP gain, but remember, you're getting that many more swings per minute, per hour, and per day, and those swings directly influence your pet leveling. So you're gaining a lot more than you think. So that's it. I don't know how else I can prove and let you all see how this is superior. I'm not trying to convert you over to use it. If you want to continue using Dual Kings because it is still very close and almost just as good, you're going to do just well. Most people have been using that up until this point. I even still go with Dual Kings sometimes just because I like the way they look. They're cool. You make the decision yourself. But those are the facts. So I hope you really appreciate this. I took a lot of time to actually level up, waste gold on getting the proper duplicate weapons enchanted up to have consistent controls. I hope it makes sense how I explain things. You have to keep the enchant level total the same. If you have super high, like, of course, if these were two level 86,000 Lighthunters, if these were two 86,000, they may pump out more than these two, than the Pro setup. And you want to know why? Because that budget is higher. It's 172,000 enchanting budget, 172,000, whereas this is only 129,000. So, yeah, that many more enchanted levels, of course you're going to get more. You have to keep the enchant levels the same. 129,000 for this test, across the board, dual wielding. You saw the numbers. So that's it. I dragged this on long enough, but you got to be thorough with the deep dive to explain things. I hope this was informative. Again, thank you all for sticking with me, watching the video. Thank you all for who have subscribed, if I could talk. The channel is growing. It continues to grow. I am excited about it. I hope you keep on being entertained, learned a lot, and yeah, that's it. So if you liked the video, give it a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe, smash that bell for notifications so you know when I do drop new content like this. But until next time, stay positive, keep swinging, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.